Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Backfire Simsport TV. I'm Clyde Whiting, and tonight we bring you rounds 10, 11, and 12 of the iTCR series powered by Result Clothing, brought to you live from the Snetterton 200 circuit. In the booth with me tonight, I have Mr. Bill Switzer. Good evening.
Good evening, Clyde and Sam. Good evening, everybody.
And on the cameras, we have Mr. Sam Boozin. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody.
So, Bill, we seem to have a bit of a smaller grid than normal. However, the racing in this series has been absolutely fantastic. 3 20-minute sprint races. I'm sure the lack of numbers is not going to make the racing any less.
Absolutely not. This is the best deal going on iRacing right now, in my honest opinion. It's really super competitive, and the guys that are missing out on a really great time. These guys have a ball doing this. We've heard zero complaints about this, and you know, if you get your fur up over racing this kind of race, well, you don't belong in here. But it's going to be a good night. Snetterton, I think, is a really good course for this, and I'm glad you picked the 200. I think that's much better instead of weaving in and out of the infield. A lot more opportunities to pass now for these guys.
Yeah, I must admit, I am a bit biased because it's my local track, but I do really enjoy the 200 layout. It's not a tricky layout, although it has got a couple of little bits where you've got to be very careful. I'm expecting the left-hand side tyre wear to be quite heavy as well on these cars, especially with the long sweeper that is Corum. So, we could see, guys and girls that go hard at the start, then struggle towards the end of the races, Bill.
That could very well be. You're absolutely right there. I think the trickiest spot on this course really is Riches is really tough, and then at the other end of Bentley Straight, Brundle and Nelson. Boy, those two you got to get perfect, otherwise you are screwed.
Yeah, that's very true. So, excuse me, we are currently in the 15-minute qualifying session, coming up on halfway. Sam Blees currently sits on provisional pole with Spencer McCarthy's teammate second and Jamie Wilson third. So we've had nine rounds already, 3 meetings. Currently in the standings, Simon Trendle sits top of the pile with Sam Blees in second, Spencer McCarthy in third, Jamie Wilson fourth, and Gary Craig in fifth. Then in the team standings, Team Chimera lead the way with Alpine Stars Geodesic Racing second, Fiercely Forward third, and then the 2 BSTV esports teams. Fourth is Pink and fifth is Green. So that's where we are at the moment. So interesting, just looking, just as Chris Shaw ruins it for me, I was just going to say we had 2 Alpine Stars cars, then 2 Team Chimera, and then 2 BSTV esports Pinks, but Chris Shaw has just gone a little bit quicker.
Yeah, he messed up a photo op too. That's too bad. All right, anyway, it's okay.
So, for the folks at home watching, if you've not watched before, as we said, it is 3 20-minute races. Race 1 is decided by qualifying. Race 2, the starting grid is the order that they finish in race 1. And then race 3, there will be a reverse grid, which always seems to bring out the best and worst of people, Bill.
Yeah, I guess you got to kind of leave your heart on your sleeve and hang up your, problems when you come into this, because that reverse grid can is a little nerfing and banging and stuff, which, as far as I'm concerned, is part of racing. I mean, if you violently hit somebody, that's different. But this is, you have to muscle your way through and stuff like that. I have no problem with that. But, if you get upset about it, it's going to be a problem. But that third race, I think, is a killer. I love it.
Yeah, and drivers have to expect a bit of door banging on these short sprint races. Like you say, deliberate things that the stewards will come down on, but there's always going to be some wing mirrors flailing about and some paint being traded in these races. And on the whole, with the 9 rounds that we've had so far, the drivers have coped with it very, very well. So let's hope it continues tonight.
Yeah, I think it's kind of their outlet for getting some practice in the TCRs, and secondly, I think it's their practice in, not having to behave so well. And I'm not saying to be belligerent and nasty, but if you bang into somebody a little bit trying to get through a corner and stuff, so be it. I mean, it's not like you're trying to spin them out on purpose or any of that kind of stuff. I think it's a good way to release tension.
Yeah, most definitely. I've always found, we've raced this 200 circuit a couple of times I believe in the B8 supercars, doing super sprint races, and they've always been absolutely fantastic. It should be a fairly easy track to overtake on, but it's not. Especially in single make cars. They're all going to be sort of around the same top speed. They're all going to be probably in a train and pulling the draft off of each other. So these drivers are going to have to weigh up moves, set up moves, and then execute moves to have any chance of going forwards.
That's it exactly. Especially in iRacing, we have one brand of TCR car, which is the Audi here, and it's like a spec race almost. So you have to, like you said, you have to use your brain rather than step on the gas pedal all the time.
Okay, so just looking, this is our new curb cam from Sam.
Perfect place for it too. Perfect.
Should really call it a Sam cam.
Whoa, that's catchy.
Better than curb cam, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, curb cam sounds like curb crawling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, imagine having a transition on the stream, saying, like we do for switching from the intro to the live, saying Sam cam. Am I going too far? Maybe.
Sam cam. Does that sound a bit?
Yeah, it sounds a bit dodgy, right?
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. It sounds a bit like you switch it on and Sam's naked with his underpants on his head, doesn't it? Perhaps that's not such a good idea then. So let's have a look at this leaderboard at the moment. No changes yet. So Sam Blees still leads the way. Spencer McCarthy second. Jamie Wilson in third.
Jamie Wilson looks like he's come to do business tonight.
Yeah, sometimes obviously the starts, I think these drivers are now getting used to getting this TCR car off the line from a standing start, although we do see the occasional dodgy start still. So obviously once the lights go green, that's the first thing that the first obstacle that the drivers have to put up with is getting the car off the line. Then it's getting into turn one and getting into turn one clean without hitting anybody or being hit yourself. Then the field tends to get itself into a bit of a snake. Drivers get a breather after a hectic start, and then you start to see the moves building. But there are so many places to go off on this track, and the Norfolk grass is like ice. So especially if you go off around Corham, you can quite easily end up in a different county. So these guys are going to have to, guys and girls, are going to have to watch out for that.
Yeah, even I remember with the V8 races we've had here, you go out on the outside of Corham there, And it's like you're stuck in the bog out there. You can't seem to get back to the pavement.
Yeah, you can turn right as much as you want, but because the track's turning right and the grass is so slippery,
Yep.
it just seems to take 2 weeks to get back to the track. So, yeah, that could be interesting. Simon Trendle has just popped himself into provisional third place ahead of teammate Jamie Wilson. So we're back to 2 Alpine Stars Geodesic Racing, then 2 Team Chimera, and then 2 BSTV Esports Pink.
How catchy. You know, something I never realized either was until I saw one time a photo from the end of Senna Straight looking back toward Murray's. I never realized that had pretty steep uphill coming up there too. I never realized that before.
Yeah, I wouldn't quite call it steep.
Well, no, it's not steep, but you definitely could see it.
Yeah, it's probably the only hill in Norfolk.
Oh, we got the grid up.
Okay, so Sam Blease goes off on pole position, Spencer McCarthy second, Simon Trendle third, Jamie Wilson fourth, Chris Shaw fifth, Wobbly Kneecap sixth, Jess Myers in seventh, Carl Pies Hardy in eighth, Adam Wright in ninth, Pete Bingham in 10th, Kip Stevens in 11th, Stefan Goebel I don't think is going to make the grid because I'm sure he disconnected. Sir Alan Toon will then be in 13th, Duncan Cope 14th, and Andrew Littler in 15th. So we wait for the cars to grid. There's our pole sitter Sam Blease taking his place.
He's ready.
Okay, just waiting on one more driver, sorry.
Waiting on Kip Stevens, I think.
Yep, and he's on the grid.
He's there now.
But it's going to count down because here we go. Lights are coming on. And we're green. Ooh, looked like a good start from everyone apart from, was that Pete Bingham?
I don't know if it was Pete or Gary. I'm not sure.
It definitely wasn't Gary because he's not here.
Okay, well, that's got to be... Well. I didn't think the Silver Dust Twins would race without each other. I'm amazed. Okay.
I think Gary might be away with work. I think. Okay, so Spencer McCarthy has got the jump on Sam Blease.
Here we come into the tricky spot. You're really hauling in here right now.
Here's Sam Cam.
Nice. Funny, all the different angles coming in there.
Yeah.
The never-ending Coram corner. And then there's one hell of a sausage curve on the inside of there if you hit it wrong.
Yeah, there's a slowdown on the outside there at Murray's as well.
Yep.
Drivers are going to have to be careful of.
I guess you can go on to that metal gridding, but a little further than that, you're in trouble.
Jamie Wilson was actually in Wobbly Kneecap's boot there. Coming down the centre straight. Jess Myers trying to put some pressure on Carl Hardy.
Carl's running 7th behind Jamie Wilson. Jess Myers is currently in 8th. Trying to move into 7th.
Yeah, little bit of a gap. Top 3. Nothing major at the moment. Alan Toon is our biggest mover, or he was our biggest mover, and he's just gone off track, but he was up 3 places.
Go get him, Sir Alan. Well, that's hugging the pit wall. Wow. Spencer McCarthy is in first place. Huh.
Yeah, Simon Trendle will desperately want to get between these 2 geodesic cars.
Yeah, he's working on it.
We see Simon take a win in the GT4 TCR series.
Good on board with Simon Trundle here. Wow. Whoa. Jeez, that was a little squirrely there. I think Simon Trundle finally, I'm sorry. I think Sam Blees finally realizes that Simon Trundle is right there.
Yeah. Certainly putting the pressure on.
Sure is. How about the draft up here, Clyde, up this straight? Do you think you get much, or?
Yeah, I think you do. The only trouble is, obviously, these cars will be very, if they don't top out, they'll be very close to topping out on the rev limiter.
Also, you get out of the stream, it's like hitting a wall. Whoa, look at this. On the outside of, what's the name of this corner again? Montreal, right? Yeah. And Jamie Wilson has gotten by wobbly kneecaps and has currently moved into 5th place. Carl Pies Hardy's working on the back of Jamie as well.
Yeah, we missed the pass, didn't we, from Jamie? I'm sure Sam will show it at some point. I thought that was Simon Trendle. Here it is.
Got him at Montreal, yeah. Ooh, Carl might have had him too. That's pretty close.
That's Adam Wright putting some pressure on Duncan Cope in the fantastic council paint.
I'll tell you, it's not a bad paint.
So Spencer McCarthy up front has got himself a little bit of breathing space. Chris Shaw doing everything he can to get involved in this battle.
Yeah, he is. He's working hard to catch up with them.
Still not a lot in it up the front there. Little gap back to Jamie Wilson, then another battle pack.
Yep. They're a little bit.
Myers just dropping off the back a little bit. Pete Bingham showing some interest.
And we're 7 minutes into the race at this point. And remember, these are 20-minute sprint races.
Yeah, just wondering if Sam has got anything for his teammate Spencer, or whether he's just hanging on.
I don't know.
Chris
Yes.
Shaw is edging closer. I'm sure he is.
Sam did a little curb hop just then. Slowed him down a bit, but he's still in control. Yeah, look at this. Simon's closing in very quickly. Giving it his all, no doubt about that.
Yeah, defensive driving from Sam.
Wow.
Oh, it's a drag race now.
Chris Shaw isn't minding this at all. It gives him a chance to catch up. Whoa, look at that.
Cheeky.
Chris Shaw's moving to the inside. Nope, not going to get him.
Yeah, Chris Shaw right on the back of that battle.
He's really hammering at it.
Adam Wright in the pits. Don't know what's happened to him.
And that little battle for second place has let Spencer McCarthy pull out a pretty decent lead at this point.
Yeah, it's over a second and a half now. Carl Heidi. Carl Heidi?
Heidi!
Ooh, I thought he was going to take one up the wrong one from Jess there. So coming up on the halfway mark, Spencer McCarthy out front by 1.8 seconds. Sam Blees in second, Simon Trendle in third. Everybody else is fourth.
Yeah, no kidding.
And this battle has now brought Jamie Wilson up to the back of these three as well. So it's going to turn into a four-way battle for second place. Meanwhile, Spencer McCarthy extends his lead to 2.3 seconds.
Around the outside again for Simon Trendle. Really gutsy move. Goes very deep into Montreal. Wow. Yeah, Jamie Wilson's right on Chris Shaw right at the moment.
Yeah, and they've dropped Wobbly and his little group.
Wobbly, Carl Hardy, and Jess. What's her last name? Myers. Sorry, Jess.
Yeah, Pete Bingham trying to get on the back of that as well. And don't forget, the racing comes thick and fast tonight, folks. Not much time between races.
Yeah, keep the action going. Jess Myers pulling inside of Carl Hardy.
Ooh, she's going to do it. She's going to get this done because she'll have the inside for Montreal.
Yep. Carl's not liking it, but I think he's going to lose this battle. Yep. That's okay. Well done. That was a nicely executed pass. Now Chris Shaw's got the disadvantage of working up front and up back at the same time. Before he just had to watch the two guys in the front. Now he's got Jamie Wilson behind him.
Yeah, and there's a back marker there. Don't know if that's Kip Stevens. I think it is. Sensibly keeps out of the way. Well done.
Yep. A little less than 7 minutes to go. Again, 20 minutes sprint race.
I'm just going to drop a message in the team channel, see if I can find out what happened to Adam. Let's see if I can find the team channel. There it is.
Oh. Wow. Well, Simon Trendle's earning his money in this race. Boy, he is working hard. As well as Chris Shaw. Thanks to Chris Shaw Designs for being a supporting sponsor of this series.
Yep, both Chris and Jamie Wilson put a lot of work in before we launched, which was much appreciated.
Of course, big shout out to Hexial Chemicals and Result Clothing.
Yep, Result being the title sponsor, and obviously offered up some prizes, which is always good to see.
It certainly is.
Keep them on board.
Wow, there's a draft for you. He's gonna go by. Jamie's gonna get Chris Shaw. Jamie Wilson by, and Nelson or whatever that one was, I'm not sure. No, that was Brundle, sorry. Brundle and Nelson together.
Up into fourth. Now he's going to chase his teammate down.
He's only got 5 minutes to catch him. The way these guys have been going, it's gonna have to pedal hard.
Yeah, Spencer McCarthy still clear in the lead by 2.5 seconds.
I'm sure he's loving this. Out for his Sunday drive.
Al wants that place back from Jess.
Yeah, he does.
So Simon Trendle is trying everything to get past Sam Blees, and Sam is just putting his car in the right place. So we switch to Sam Cam. So I've had no reply from Adam, so I'm going to guess it was some sort of driver error, like racing with quali fuel or something like that.
Yeah, it could. Whoa, look at that. Backed off that time. I wonder if he's going to try to pull a switcheroo or something. Whoa, look at that.
Yeah,
he is. Look at that.
Wow. He was so close to getting up the inside there.
Wow. And Jamie Wilson's right with him now.
So 3 minutes to go.
Sam Cam. Those guys are close. Wow.
Chris Shaw's not giving up on Jamie Wilson either.
No way.
Wobbly and Jess seem to be dropping Carl a little bit.
That's close racing right there. Jamie tries to slam up the inside there. Did you see that?
Yeah. Do not take your teammate out.
Look at the draft he's getting. He's closing right in the back of his teammate. And Chris Shaw says, "Bring me with you."
So I think Spencer McCarthy has taken the white flag. Believe this is the final lap. Here we go.
Whoa,
Drag
look at
race
this.
time.
Oh, a little side to side. Jamie Wilson's
Jamie
pushing him.
Wilson's going to help his teammate out. That's great teamwork.
Look at that.
Stopping Sam Blees, covering off the line. Sam's brave in there. Ooh.
Wow.
Bit of training paint. Next one's a right.
That's
still trading paint. Oh, it's so tough.
One more
to hang
corner.
it out there. Has he done it? He has. He has.
Wow.
No, there's a drag race. Throw a blanket over those cars.
Look at that. Wow. What a finish.
And, oh, I've got Sam Blees. Yeah, Sam Blees in third, sorry. So that was Spencer McCarthy took the win, Simon Trendle second, Sam Blees third, Jamie Wilson fourth, Chris Shaw fifth, Wobbly Kneecaps in sixth, Jess Myers seventh, Carl Pies Hardy in eighth, Pete Bingham in ninth. Duncan Cope comes home 10th. Sir Alan Toon in 11th. Andrew Littler will finish 12th and Kip Stevens in 13th, with Adam Wright finishing in the pits in 14th place. Wow, what a finish to that race, guys.
That was amazing. That was really sensational. And even though we had a little bumping and banging, no catastrophes, that was really, really well done.
I think it's one of the closest finish we had since we broadcast.
No kidding. Yeah.
And Simon Trendle worked on Sam Blees, didn't he, from pretty much the first lap to the last lap, and got it done right at the end.
Yes, he did. Looks like we're having a little help here. Have to get Andrew Littler across the finish line. I'll be darned. We don't recommend this, people, but that's one way to do it. Okay.
Let's get ready for race 2.
Okay, starting in first, Spencer McCarthy. Second, Trendle. Third, Sam Blees. Fourth, Jamie Wilson. Fifth, Chris Shaw. Sixth, Wobbly Kneecap. Seventh is Jessica Myers. Eighth, Carl Pies Hardy. Ninth is Pete Bingham. 10th, Duncan Cope. 11th, Sir Alan Toon. 12th, Andrew Littler. And who we got left? Oh, Adam Wright. Is he here? Adam Wright. Yep. And Stephen Goebel's gone, I believe you said.
Yeah, we did get a message from Stefan that he wasn't racing, and then he suddenly appeared, and then disappeared.
It was kind of a no, yes, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Amazing.
waiting for the cars to grid again.
Again, amazing battle, those 4 guys, 2nd through 5th. Wow, unreal. Chris Shaw had the best seat in the house. He was right behind all of it, waiting for somebody to make a mistake.
Yeah, he's waiting for it to kick off, but it didn't, did it?
Now, when he came out the finish line, it looked like he was trying to buck through the line there someplace, but just couldn't make it happen.
Okay, just waiting for the front 2 now. There we go. So, race 2. We're set.
We're on board with Jamie Wilson at the start. The lower right quadrant on board.
Lights are coming on. And we're green again. Good start from, well, looks like a good start from everybody.
Looks really clean, yep.
And Sam Blees and Simon Trendle go at it straight away. Oh, whoa! Simon Trendle.
Went straight off.
I think he just missed his braking point.
I think he wants the pole position for race 3.
Well, he's got some work to do now. You know you're having a bad race when Pete Bingham is the car in front of you.
So you always have a bad race. See, Pete, remember that. It's not gonna happen often.
We got Chris Shaw and Jamie Wilson side by side coming up the front straight. The center straight.
Yeah, Jess Myers is in there as well. Or I could say, Jess is mired in there as well.
Whoa, play on words, huh?
Hey, that's good, wasn't it?
Yeah, terrific. She barged through there really nicely. Whoa!
Yeah, she's in a BSTV Sports pink sandwich now.
Well, the 2 GSX cars have pulled
Whoa!
out. Whoa!
Oh, I'm sure that was wobbly sideways there.
Wow.
Wobbly had a wobble.
A big one.
That's Adam Wright in there with Kip Stevens and Andrew Littler's back there with, oh no, he's a bit further back. Simon Trendle. Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's Pete. That's Pete. Is that a slow-mo? Oh. Is it going to be all on his own?
Oh, he got into the back of
He did,
Jamie.
didn't he? Yeah. You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Beware of the DMCA.
With my out-of-tune singing, they'll never notice.
They'll say, "What is that noise?"
That is true.
We got Alan Toon holding off Kip Stevens and Andrew Littler. Oh no, that's not Andrew Littler. Who is
No,
that?
that's Adam
Oh, it's
Wright.
Pete. Oh, it's Pete, isn't it?
No, that's Adam Wright and Kip Stevens with Alan
that's right.
Toon
Okay,
in
yep.
front.
That's right. Okay. That's right. And Stevens and Littler. No. Toon, sorry.
Oh, a bit of dust. Oh, Wobbly's got to slow down.
Bum.
Okay, Chris Shaw chasing Jamie Wilson.
Battle for third.
Yeah, the two Alpine Stars geodesic boys have disappeared out front.
They kind of got away, didn't they?
Good battle this, Wobbly and Simon.
Definitely.
That is Adam Wright, Duncan Cope.
Here we got Pies Hardy, Wobbly Kneecap, and Simon Trendle. This is a battle for sixth. Looking out the back of Wobbly at Simon's car is about ready to be a new trunk boot lid ornament. Sorry, I don't mean to call it a trunk. We're in England now. I got to think of what the right word is. Looks like he's setting them up.
Yeah, this is good news for Carl Pies Hardy in front of these two. The more these two go side to side, the slower they'll go.
Simon, if you want to give him a nudge, we won't tell anybody. Just so you know.
Best place for a nudge on this track is at the end of the Bentley Straight into Brundle and Nelson. And because once you get a nudge, you ain't getting round those corners.
Could end up in that tall grass out there, actually. Oh, Simon could get it done here. Wobbly piled that in.
He did, didn't he? He was so late on the brakes. I thought there's no way he's getting that stopped.
Me either. Wow, that was amazing. The heck of a defensive move, I gotta say. Pies Hardy is saying, go ahead, keep battling, guys. I don't mind. Here's Sir Alan Toon being chased by Kip Stevens. Battle for 11th. Here's the two side by side again, coming down the center straight. Wow.
Probably too late on the brakes that time.
No,
yeah.
If he made that one, he'd be a miracle worker. Pete Bingham in the background of this battle trying to catch up with these two guys. Kip Stevens making a move to the inside down Bentley Straight on Alan Toon. Looks like he might have him.
Interesting question.
Whoa!
Sorry,
Oh,
interesting question for you, Clyde. What's the reverse grid size for the race ring?
It's 8 this week.
Oh, so no.
Currently, it's wobbly. It's a shock. Pete Mazza spin, putting a move on Sir Alan Toon.
Okay, Carl Pies Harley, vacation's over. Simon Trundle's right with you now.
Yeah. Once wobbly was out of the way, that's it. No messing there. Simon up into 6th. Big gap to Jess Myers in 5th, though. And we are halfway through.
Yeah, it's quite a way up the road there. So, Clyde, a little history. Bomb hole, is it named after an actual bomb explosion there? Do you know?
It is indeed, yes.
Okay.
This is where Clyde sits.
It's bumhole.
I did not say bum hole, Sam. I said bomb hole.
Yeah, bomb. When he farts. that's what I meant.
Oh, shit. Oh, all right. All right.
Yeah, you make it really bad by me having to explain it, but okay. After all of that cake, that needs to go somewhere, you know?
Not true.
I've had no cake today.
Yeah.
So
I
was
have
this,
had a rather large Chinese, but
so was this a military installation here or what?
it was, yes.
Oh, okay. Whoa, who's off? Who's that?
That's
Uh-oh.
Adam Wright.
Wow. There you go, Adam
All
Wright.
on his own.
A slow-mo for Adam, huh? Oh, boy. A little guardrail. Taste of a little guardrail there.
Adam hits the pit lane. Don't forget, there are no fast repairs in this series. Jamie Wilson is catching Sam Blease.
Wow.
It was the biggest gap I've seen is 2.5 seconds. It's under 2 now.
He's got about 7.5 minutes to do it, maybe. Well, there's the difference right there, interval.
So at the end of this race, the drivers will get a 5-minute warm-up session before race 3 and the reverse grid race.
So did I see news iRacing is really going to get rain?
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy.
I've said it before, I shall say it again. All the people that are raging about, let's have rain, they're the ones that can't drive when it's dry.
I was going to say, probably about half the people that are on iRacing can't race on the dry, let alone the wet. Can you imagine? Jeez.
It will be one of those, yay, rain's coming, and then the first time people drive in the rain, they'll never use it again.
Yeah, for sure.
Imagine if they do the rain the same way as they did the grass with the new tire model. That's gonna be fun.
Whoa! Kip Stevens. He was trying to pit or something, wasn't he? Or did he just kind of mess up? Oh!
Oh,
my goodness.
dear, oh lordy me. That's one way to get into the pits.
Everybody stand back!
3 wheels on my wagon.
Wow.
So 5 minutes to go.
And we have Pete Bingham trying to close in on Duncan Cope, who bounced a little wide. Maybe they'll help Pete a little bit. Nicely done, Pete Bingham. That was a heck of a move.
Not over yet.
No, it isn't. But even to get alongside him, that was a pretty slick move.
Yeah.
Mr. Cope.
Pete a bit braver on the brakes there.
Yep. Well.
Sam seems to have stabilised that gap now to back to
Whoop,
Jamie.
uh-oh.
Oh, Jess Myers is off.
That's at Nelson and Brundle and Nelson. Whoa, she was off the outside from the time she came out of the first half of the corner. She didn't hit the guardrail, though.
And Wobbly was desperately trying not to overtake her.
Oh, yeah, he wants to be in 8th place, huh? That's numbskull.
We'll probably find the Armco at turn 1 anyway, so that's not really a big deal.
And Pete's kind of ways behind it. Yeah, it's Pete that's behind him. Love to see Pete come up and pass him. That would be classic. These guys right now, the geodesic team, are just formation flying right now.
Yeah, some big gaps in the field in this race.
Yeah, there is. It's
In the
kind of
front
unusual.
two. At the moment, it's looking like a double win for Spencer McCarthy. So about to start the final lap of race 2. Spencer McCarthy looking like a lights to flag victory.
Yeah, he'd need a catastrophe right now to be denied from the win in the second race.
Far to go now. Through the bumhole. Into Coram. Into Murray's. And a second win of the night for Spencer McCarthy. With Sam Blease coming home second. Jamie Wilson rounding out your podium.
Chris Shaw fourth. And the other Chimera car, Simon Trundle in fifth. Carl Hardy comes home in sixth. Jess Myers seventh. And what's that? Wobbly Nick hasn't been disqualified? Gee, that's too bad. What the heck happened?
Oh dear. You know what that means.
Bum, 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 bum.
Uh-oh.
Bum, 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 bum.
It's lap 3 carnage time with Pete Bingham on pole.
Oh boy.
So what happened to Wobbly?
Looks like he thought the race was over or something. He came into the pit. Maybe something happened to his car. I don't know. What happened? It got dark all of a sudden. Cloud?
And Pete Bingham joins us in the booth. Pete, pole sitter for race 3. How much carnage can you cause?
Plenty, actually, and I have Wobbly to thank for that because he purposefully pitted on his last lap so that I'd pass him. That's the only reason I'm in the booth.
And we thought that he was he worked his way backwards to 8th so that he could have the pole position.
No, he did, and then he thought it'd be funnier if he put me on pole for the last race. What are you supposed to do with that? How are you supposed to work with his teammates like that, eh?
Pete, any idea what happened to Adam in race 1?
Yeah, he caught damage with a glancing blow off either Kip or somebody else around about where I was, but I don't know who it was. And then you saw what happened in race 2.
Right. So yeah,
Did you get my overtake at the last turn, by the way?
No.
Why? What?
No,
I spin,
we
even
got your
slightly,
spin,
and it's
though.
slow mode. I didn't spin. Oh no, I did. Yeah.
There's never a race where you haven't spun, so you know.
I didn't spin in the first one, but yeah, I drove into the back of Simon. I didn't expect him to be braking that early, but of course everybody in front was checked up, and I didn't see that until they all started piling around the corner. So yeah, you've got Wobbly to thank for the carnage that's going to ensue in race 3. Okay.
All right. Well, seriously, what do you think you can do in race 3?
Crash and take loads of people with me. It's dead simple, Clyde. It's dead simple. Peter's never ever. What? Go on.
It's not an easy track to overtake, is it? Can you not make your
no,
car wide enough?
You can overtake here, absolutely. As I proved, and you didn't watch in race 2. But no, it's just going to be carnage. I'm just going to get nerfed out of the way by everybody.
Okay, well, we look forward to that. So
you will do it. It'll be a spectacle, if nothing else.
As long as you're spinning, you take Wobbly out as well.
I'm going to do my best to do that. Absolutely. I might wait until he's passing me and then just nerf him.
Right. Well, thanks for joining us in the booth and explaining. And good luck in race 3.
See you later.
So, Bill, Wobbly and his weird Dutch sense of humour gave up a pole position because it would be funnier to have Pete on pole. What do you think? Obviously not a lot. What do you think, Sam?
That's gonna be interesting. If I would be Pete, I would just start from the pits. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So let's have a look. What is he gonna have behind him? Yeah, he's going to have fast cars, isn't he, all the way? Jess Myers is going to go off almost alongside him. So she will be fancying getting onto the Bentley straight in first position, no doubt. And then, we've seen Jamie Wilson, Sam Blees, Simon Trendle, Chris Shaw, and obviously Spencer McCarthy have been really, really quick. So they're going to be trying to come through. I don't know. I think if you can get into the lead clean on lap 1, I think there's going to be so much fighting going on behind. You could end up with a 2 or 3 second lead. And then can you defend that time?
Yeah, I agree with you, Clyde. If you can really blast out there and have a couple of guys battling behind you, and like you said, 2 or 3 second lead, and not do anything crazy, you might be able to pull one off. Yeah,
well, we shall be finding out very shortly, because the warm-up session is about to finish. I don't think any drivers went out on track. They've just used it to have a breather. We've lost Kip Stevens through a disconnect at the moment. Let's see if he can get back in before the race starts.
Well, our grid is up. Wow. Okay, it looks like on the pole. Smyers second, Carl Pies Hardy in third, Simon Trendle fourth, Chris Shaw fifth, Jamie Wilson sixth, Sam Blees seventh, Spencer McCarthy eighth, Duncan Cope ninth, Alan Toon 10th, 11th Andrew Littler, 12th Wobbly Niekamp. And 13th is Kip Stevens, if he's here. I'm not sure if he's coming back or not.
No, he's not reconnected yet.
Okay, then it would be Adam Wright.
So Pete is currently apologising to all the other drivers before the race.
Pete, put your on the throttle and go, man. I think the first one he's going to have to contend with is Simon Trendle, to be honest with you. Although Jess Myers is no slouch either.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Jess and Pete duking it out for the first few corners. I expect Simon Trendle to get past Carl Hardy, and then he'll go after the pair of them.
Then we have the Phantom Chris Shaw hanging back there.
Yeah, Spencer McCarthy obviously starting in 8th, and he's got some real classy drivers in front of him if he wants another decent result.
For sure.
Okay, lights are coming on. Ready for race 3. And we're green. Another good...
Oh, look at this. Whoa!
Whoa! Three
Had him right
wide
through the
there.
middle in the back there. Wow.
And yeah, Jess
Jess Myers.
Myers all the way around the outside.
Simon Trendle's already trying to get in up there in 3rd. Who's that? Carl Hardy up on the inside.
Yeah.
He's Pete too on the inside.
Oh, Pete's getting swamped. And he's took Simon Trendle with him. Oh, that's Duncan Cope round, and that's Adam Wright.
Carl Hardy and Jamie Wilson fighting hard with Chris Shaw right behind him. That's 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. This is exactly what you said, Clyde. If Jess can really roar out there, the problem is she's got Jamie Wilson. Jamie Wilson's no slouch, as we well know.
Yeah, Pete didn't hold people up long enough, I don't think. Pete's currently in 8th. He's going for pole position again in race 4. Okay, so lead at the front is 1.67 seconds.
Wobbly and Pete duking it out back together. That's funny.
Yeah, Wobbly gets the move done.
Yep. The geodesic guys are sizing up Carl Hardy at this moment.
Yeah, Jess Myers could do with a Jamie Wilson, Chris Shaw battle going on for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's side by side. Might help her out.
Yeah, although they're both wily drivers, aren't they? They may not try, Chris may not try anything on Jamie until they've caught Jess.
That's true. Yep, I agree with that.
There's Simon Trendle on a recovery after being run wide by Pete Bingham.
Behind the geodesic guys, not a bad place to be to stay in contention.
Yeah, he must be sick of the sight of them, though.
Oh, yeah.
Spencer McCarthy gets past Carl Hardy. Gap at the front, under a second.
Ooh, she was a little wide coming out of that corner.
Yeah, pressure's on now. 16 minutes to hold on. Well, somebody get that blanket out again.
Really?
Yes, goes defensive. Chris Shaw's up the inside of Jamie Wilson.
Oh, this could get cozy. Boy, oh boy.
Carl Hardy's now on the back of this pack.
You go, girl. She's still holding her own.
Sam Cam.
Wow. Excellent shot.
Yeah, this is tightening up even more because Sam Blees and Simon Trendle are coming into it. The top 7 all in the same shot there. Jamie Wilson tried going deep there at Montreal.
Ooh.
Chris Shaw's trying to get up the inside. Spencer McCarthy is trying to take it 3 wide. Oh, it's going to end in tears.
Whoa.
Told ya.
Wow. Look at this poor guy. Carl's trying to hang in there. He doesn't want to get spit out of this.
Whoa! Let's give Jess a bit of breathing space.
You took the words right out of my mouth. That's very true. Yep. We got Wobbly there in 6th place. Carl Hardy behind him.
Yeah, Chris Shaw is now the one chasing down Jess Myers. 11 minutes to go.
I'm really glad to see the group toward the front. That kind of makes it interesting.
For sure not making much of an inroad into Jess's lead at the moment.
Sam Blease is really pestering Jamie Wilson at this point. Simon Trundle's returning the favor to Sam Blease.
Yeah, trying to back up his teammate. These two have been at it all night.
Wow.
Oh, it's on now.
Oh boy.
Some door banging going on. Chris Shaw gets into the lead. Jamie Wilson into second. Jess Myers drops to third. Still 5 in this group at the front.
Yeah, we're just a little over halfway finished, and any of these guys right here have a shot at this one.
Probably Kneecaps trying to get in on the action as well.
Yeah. I realize all 3 sprint races on these meetings have the same point structure and everything else, but I think this would be the coolest one to win, really, the third one.
Oh, Jamie Wilson put the move on Chris Shaw.
Sure did. Didn't look like
Blease puts a move on Jess Myers.
I think Simon McCarthy's nervous that he's behind Pete right now. I'm sorry, Spencer McCarthy.
I was going to say no, but I bet Spencer is. He's actually behind Adam and then Pete. So.
Oh, is he? Okay. Hey, you're right. Okay.
Putting the move on Adam. Adam fought back well.
Boy,
Defensive into Montreal.
Wow.
Spencer does what you need to do there.
wow,
Keep
he
it
came
tight.
off that corner. Wow.
So front three with a bit of a breakaway now. 5 minutes to go. Oh, wobbly.
Nice catch.
That was a hell of a save.
For what?
Go on, give the position back. Good lad.
Yep, well done, Wildly. Okay, we're a little under 5 minutes to go.
Al Hardy now having to go at wobbly kneecaps.
He says, hey, look at this.
Simon Trendle's got a bit of a gap to make up now. He's clear of Jess. Dan Blees just did a bingham on my screen then. Here we go with some blue on blue action, or green on green, however you're going to look at it. 9th and 10th. Chris Shaw to me always seems better as the hunter rather than the hunted.
Yeah. Side by side with Jess.
Yeah, Jess is driving very defensive. There's nothing wrong with that, but it is inviting attention from behind.
Yeah. So we're gonna have white flag lap or final lap this time.
This will be the final lap, I believe.
after
Yep.
they pass. Yep, this time. Yep.
Back marker in front, Duncan Cope. He's being very, very sensible.
Well done, Duncan.
It's now or never time for these guys.
Two corners left for Jamie Wilson.
Yeah, he should have this one in the bag.
Comes off Murray's, heading for the start-finish line. Whoa!
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Wobbly.
Wobbly went off course.
I think Wobbly got into Jess again.
Here's a replay of it. Through Coram, heading toward Murray's. Bombs down the inside.
Yeah. That was optimistic at best.
Look at this. Okay, our winner is Jamie Wilson from Chimera. Chris Shaw second, Sam Blees third, Simon Trundle fourth, Carl Pies Hardy finished fifth, Spencer McCarthy sixth, Jessica Myers seventh, Wobbly Niekamp eighth, Adam Wright ninth, Pete Bingham 10th, and Alan Toon and Andrew Littler are coming to the finish line. Duncan Cope has already passed the finish line.
Well, that race certainly had the usual action in it.
It really did.
Apart from Pete, obviously.
Well, he had a little action, but the wrong kind. But oh well.
Right, let me see if I can't find some sort of results somewhere.
Right on the screen, young man.
Okay, so Jamie Wilson comes home as the winner of race 3 for Team Chimera. Chris Shaw second for BSTV Esports Pink. Sam Blees for Alpine Stars Geodesic Racing in third. Simon Trendle fourth. Carl Pies Hardy in fifth. Spencer McCarthy sixth. Jess Myers in seventh. Wobbly Kneecaps in eighth. Adam Wright ninth. Pete Bingham 10th. Sir Alan Toon 11th, Andrew Littler 12th, and Duncan Cope in 13th. So, let me find Discord. Where are you, Discord? And let's bring in our winner of races 1 and 2, Spencer McCarthy. Welcome to the booth.
Hi, Clyde. Hi, guys. How you doing?
Yeah, we're good. You'll probably tell me different, but looked like fairly plain sailing for you in race 1 and 2. Obviously, with your teammate as rear gunner.
Yep.
It was not too bad, was it?
Yeah, I got the jump off the line. He got a bit more wheel spin than me. So yeah, got into the lead, and then I think we're starting to play the team game a little bit more now. I think early on we was kind of trying to work out who's going to be the front man, as it were. I mean, Sam's got more points than me, which is good. But I think seeing as I got the jump, I was just going to try and drag him away. And he was then just going to cover the rear, as it were. And yeah, that worked out quite well. Ended up with a decent a decent lead at the end of that one. But yeah, it wasn't completely plain sailing, I must admit. I mean, the setup was a little bit unknown. We hadn't done as much practice as maybe we should have done, but the setup was good enough, obviously, and yeah, we managed to get the first 2 wins, which was good.
Yeah, and then race 3, obviously starting 8th because of the reverse grid and a lot of talent in front of you, apart from Pete, obviously.
Well, Pete did us a solid, I must admit, on T2. He kind of Simon Trendle, who's he's mega quick. He unfortunately got messed up with Pete, I think, going into T2, and then dropped down a little bit. And at that point, it was kind of like, all right, well, this is playing out quite nice. And I think I just rushed it. I mean, looking at I'm just looking at the replay now, and sort of lap 4. Lap 6. Trying to do a dive for effectively what was from 4th to P2 would have probably been a little bit too much. And yeah, I think me and Jamie had a kind of a door rub, and then ended up in me trying to find myself back onto the track again in the undergrowth.
Yeah, and then right at the end, you managed to get a couple of positions back with Wobbly trying, should we say, an optimistic move on Jess.
Yeah, it looked like they were battling quite a lot. I was catching them a little bit. Didn't really expect to get any of them, but I think when it comes out to the last lap, I think and pretty much the last turn on the last lap, they kind of send it and see. And I think they came together and got another couple of freebies, which was nice at the end.
Yeah, well, 3 points are always good, aren't they? Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Just to my wife, really, for letting me do this ridiculous hobby. Unfortunately, she's back out of hospital just recently on Friday, so just trying to nurse her at the same time, so I can't be on too long.
Okay, well, in that case, mate, we shall let you go straight away, and you can go and look after your good wife, and then she'll let you race again.
Thanks very much, guys. Take it easy.
Excellent. Catch you later. Okay, so next up, it is Spencer's teammate, Sam Blees. Welcome to the booth.
Hello, welcome.
Hello. Decent haul of points for yourself tonight. 3 podiums, couple of finishes behind your teammate. Spencer saying that you're rather than racing each other, you're playing more of the team game. Are you playing the dutiful number 2 driver in this team?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're playing whoever gets out front stays out front. So if I got a better start, then I'd stay out front probably. And it happened that Spencer got a better start off the first race, and I was never ahead of him after that, actually. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm more than happy to help him out, and it was all I could do to stay ahead of Simon in race. Well, in fact, I didn't stay ahead of Simon in race 1, did I? I did until the final corner.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. You and Simon, results ultimately will say different, but you guys just had some fantastic battles tonight.
Yeah, I mean, end of race 1 in particular, like that. I've just been rewatching it. We were side by side out of the hairpin for the whole of the rest of the lap, and it was amazing. It's always good fun racing with Simon. He's really respectful, always leaves you room. So yeah, it was really good to do that. I think he got a bit unlucky in race 2 at the start, so race 2 was a little bit easier for us, and then a bit more in race 3. And again, I got a bit lucky with where I managed to overtake Jess, and that gave me a bit of a gap to him, so I was able to not have to defend, thankfully. But yeah, no, it was really good racing with him, but it was really close. I think he probably was a bit quicker, but that may not be what the results show at the end.
Yeah. And next time out, we are at the very weird Hockenheim Short B circuit. Have you ever raced that layout before?
I don't think so. That's the one with a really tight chicane, isn't it? When you come back.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Very strange, but
I
could be good fun.
Yeah, I did a few races at the A circuit. That was quite good. And the bit that's changed to the chicane was the bit I hated. So hopefully it'll be better.
Yeah, there you go then. So we could have our first ever 3-win driver because he really loves the track that he's never raced on before.
We'll see, maybe.
Any shout outs you want to give before we let you go, Sam?
Just reiterate, thanks to Simon again for cracking racing, and to Spencer as well for helping out with giving me a tow where I need it and stuff like that. And thanks for you guys for putting it all on. It's been really good fun.
Excellent. Well, we'll catch you next time out, and congratulations on your 3 podiums tonight.
Thanks very much. See you again, guys. Cheers.
Okay, so we've only got one more person who wants to talk to us at the moment, and that is the evergreen Jamie Wilson, winner of race 3. Welcome to the booth.
Yeah, yes.
Hello.
It's under steward review, though.
Yeah, well, we just had a chat about it in the waiting room, and it was just one of those things,
Yeah, to be fair, to me, it was a racing incident all day. It was a door-to-door contact. You was then a bit out of control. But Spencer's car was there when it looked like you was going to disappear somewhere into Suffolk, and it managed to straighten you up, and away you went.
Yeah, it's amazing how much of a thought process you can have, like trying to save a car. Because I was just thinking, right, the rear wheel's going to hit the grass there. Can I avoid that in any way? Because as soon as the rear was going to hit the grass on the right, then that was going to be it, obviously. So I was trying my damn hardest to try and minimise that, and I just sort of ran out of road that didn't have a car in it. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things. And on the way in, really complex racing situation with Jess ahead, Chris on the right with some overlap by the point at which we turned in. I didn't want to give Spencer, the ability to open up the corner on the left, because why would I? But I left him a car's width, and he's fine with all that element of it. It's fine. My car just reacted a bit over the top, I think, for the contact. It's just a bit of like netcode or something. It just yanked the wheel out of my hands pretty much. So, I managed to gather it up well enough with some assistance, and took it from there.
And the results show that don't really reflect the team's speed tonight, does it? Because Simon had a couple of incidents, shall we say? Obviously, getting run out wide by the dodgy Pete Bingham. Still a really good haul of points for the team. But maybe being outscored tonight by the geodesic guys.
Yeah, and they're obviously doing a really good job as a team, particularly like race 2, for example, where Simon made the mistake going into the hairpin, and then at that point had a bit of clear air, so they were able to kind of work together as an 8-wheeled car to make progress. And when I think Sam made a mistake at one point, and I think Spencer dropped back to give him back the toe to pull him forwards from me, that kind of thing. They've got the luxury and be able to do that when they're in that position. And Simon was a bit unlucky. Obviously, one of those was an unforced error from him, he's still kicking himself for that now. But he was unfortunate. It's just luck of the draw. Just fell the wrong way for him in that third race. I think it was Carl went in a bit hot into the hairpin, and Simon had to take avoiding action, and that really cost him badly. So, the first race was we were working together as an 8-wheeled car, literally on the back straight and that kind of thing. We're trying to work together to achieve what we can, and the plan is obviously to try and beat Geodesic wherever we can, because they're our main rivals, along with BSTV Pink in the teams, I believe. So. It's definitely a team effort from all of the teams, really. That it obviously shows here.
Yeah, and next time out, Hockenheim Short B. Have you done any laps of that layout?
I have, yeah. I did the evaluation stuff there, and it's an interesting one. It's very, very tight, very narrow. The corner that you take on the sort of back straight, so to speak, going into the tight head, the chicane, because it's the B layout, is one of those corners that's ever so close to being flat. Maybe it is on low fuel, fresh tyres or something, but it's not quite flat, which is like one of the best corners, particularly in a front-wheel drive car. You set up the way these cars are set up, where the rear's hanging it out anyway, let alone in a corner like that. So that should be quite fun going into there, and then elbows out braking on the way in.
Okay, sounds like good fun. So any shout outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yeah, huge thanks to Simon. He's the engineer / strategist / everything for the team, and I didn't expect to have the pace I did around here, but I think a big contributing factor to the fact that I did was Simon's sort of set-up direction on this, which was a bit different from other rounds. So, he took a punt on that. It worked for both of us. So, yeah, grateful to him. And as always, the other competitors for providing excellent racing. This is always really good fun. And of course yourselves for the broadcast and for putting it on.
Excellent. Well, always a pleasure to speak to you after a race. Congratulations on your win tonight, and we'll see you next time out.
Cheers, guys.
Okay, guys, so that is our interviews over. Time for me to put you guys on the spot, and I'm going to start with Sam. And who is your driver of the meeting?
Not Peach. Not Wobbly. I'm gonna pick Jamie Wilson. Great drive today. I mean, nothing else to say.
Okay, so a vote for Jamie Wilson from Sam. Bill, your driver of the evening.
Ditto. Jamie Wilson did a great job in all the races, and I know you don't like to pick winners. He won the last one, but the other ones he fought really hard and finished well. He drove really well tonight, so Jamie Wilson.
Okay, so can't be Jamie Wilson for me, can it? That's for sure. To be honest, I wasn't going to pick Jamie Wilson anyway. I don't like to pick winners. But I am going to give my vote tonight to Mr. Sam Blees for 3 podium finishes. So there we go. Quick look at the scoring on driver of the meeting. Jamie Wilson leads the way on 3. Spencer McCarthy has 2. Jess Myers has 2. And then we have a load of drivers on 1. So absolutely fantastic racing again tonight. Like we said, back in a fortnight's time from Hockenheim. That's Sunday, the 15th of September. But coming up on Wednesday, we are back in GT4 TCR action with round 8 from Road America. And then next Saturday, the V8s are back with V8 ESC from... can't remember where we're racing from. Red Bull Ring, I believe. So that is going to be absolutely fantastic. So it leaves me to thank our title sponsors, Result Clothing. It's fantastic to have them on board. Chris Shaw Designs, Team Chimera, and Hexil Chemicals also for their help in sponsoring the series. Thanks to all of the drivers that showed up. Thanks to everybody on the chat and everybody that's watching this back at a later date. Make sure you drop the video a like. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, and then you'll never miss the action again. Thanks to Sam on the cameras. Thanks to Bill for joining me in the booth. I shall say good night. Let the guys say good night, and then we'll close the broadcast and see you on Wednesday. So stay safe, everybody, and good night.
Good night, everybody. And I certainly agree with everything Clyde said as far as thanks to sponsors and so on. But I'm really the fortunate one. I get to do this stuff, and I'm really thankful for that. So good night, everybody. See you next time.
And good night, everybody, and see you on Wednesday to see Pete crashing again.